It's a circle and everything has to work together. The teacher inspires the dream, the youth club nurtures the dream, and the small venue platforms the dream. It all works together. You take out just one part of that journey and you lose the entire thing. I'm Femi Koleoso, born and raised in Enfield in North London. Enfield is home. If I walk down the street, I'll see 8 people that I know. Church is here, school is here, my family's here. More deeply, it just represents London in its diversity. You know, my childminder was Bangladeshi, I'm Nigerian, best mate Ghanaian, school with Jamaicans and Turkish people and Polish people, and all of those things affect how you think about music, how you think about dancing, how you think about bringing people together, and it all contributes to what I'm doing now, really. The first place I would have ever picked up an instrument, my older cousin, he would make drum kits out of pots and pans and wooden spoons, and about 1 or 2 years old, I was already quite into that. There's a man called Rob Bennett. He gave me my first ever drum kit when I was 8 years old. So yeah, really young though, as young as possible. The role that Enfield Grammar School played in my musical story and journey was the place where I first fell in love with this skill I had. I learnt music in a different perspective. I saw it in a different perspective. It was the first time I was like, oh, drums are mad cool. Those blue drums were here when I was there. There was a band called Junk Percussion, and that was the Junk, and we used to make songs on them. This amp lives in my mind as TJ's amp. Hopefully there'll be another TJ that comes through and plays bass all over the world and can point out this amp as well. One of my strongest memories from this very room, when I was in year 7, we had the summer concert in July. Mr. Escott, he used to teach the band practice in this room, and from September till July, we practiced the song Oyo Kamava. I was sat in this corner, that's my corner. We just played that song every Tuesday after school. You can imagine, I was so ready. This magic that happened in this room, I'm about to unleash it to the whole world in assembly. It was the catalyst to all the different things that I went off to discover and things like that. It kind of started with falling in love with music in a deep way here.
So this is the shield, you know, if you remember that you got given for Battle of the Bands. If you look down here, the band was called Baby Band when Femi was in it. And we got 4 in a row down that side.
Yeah, unheard of. This was like open class. So everyone would play an instrument and they would choose a winner. And I won that once, and I was deeply proud of that actually. I came second about 4 times in a row.
Yes.
And then like the 5th time I won it, yeah. I don't think anything comes close to being a teacher. No Mr. Escott, and then you don't have the Ezra story. So when you've got something to aim for and like you can have a go at it, that mindset is very powerful. I kind of found jazz by mistake. I was fascinated by instrumentalists, and a lot of them were making reference to jazz being something that they'd learned, studied, loved. The first ever jazz tune I heard was Charles Mingus's Boogie Stop Shuffle. At that time, it sounded like Spider-Man. I remembered just not understanding what was going on at all, but being fascinated about my lack of understanding, and that kind of drew me deeper and deeper into trying to work out what was going on. School is literally on that road over there, and when I'd finish school, I would literally like jump out of school in my uniform and everything and run to this train station over here, and then that's how I'd get to tomorrow's Warriors. And I'd just basically on a weekday finish school, go straight to the South Bank and then play drums all evening. Ezra Collective met at Tomorrow's Warriors Youth Club. Good friends that play different instruments, that's a band, and that's basically how it was born. My drum teacher in Enfield Grammar was like to me, I see how much you love music, I see how much you love the drums. You should go to Tomorrow's Warriors, you'll meet other people like yourself. The seed was planted in that building over there, and I ran to this train station over here, and then all the dreams came true. You know, we were like, let's call ourselves a band, you know, let's make this a thing. We entered the Yamaha Jazz Experience competition in 2012 and we won it, and we got the opportunity to open up for Terence Blanchard at Ronnie Scott's. That was like the prize. But then it was the Olympics year, so we had lots of playing opportunities. Westfield in West London, they turned it into like a gig venue, and you just had to apply and you could play. And the mad thing about it is I didn't own a drum kit. So me and my brother TJ asked our school teacher, like, can we borrow the drum kit on Saturday? He was like, yeah, cool, just make sure it's back in Monday. And we carried that drum kit from here to West London on this train. TJ would hold like bass drum, guitar on his back and blah, blah, blah. I'd have like the rest of it, walk all the way, carry it together. MAP Studios in Kentish Town was another very early Ezra Collective gig. The Hideaway in Archway, very early. I'm talking about you play there, 15 people are there. And I remember the stress back then, do we have enough songs to last 60 minutes? Being like, all right, one song less, let me look at the time, sugar, 45 minutes to go. All right, cool. Guys, what is in your soul right now? Because we need to play it, do you know what I'm saying? Now we got the opposite problem. Are we gonna go squeeze these songs in this 60 minutes? You know, when you get a message from someone like Popeyes and they say, we're here to support young people throughout their musical journey, for me, that is very much aligned with how I feel and what I think. They're willing to donate food to youth clubs and music groups. I was able to help buy DJ equipment for the kids in my youth club. You give someone a whole perspective on their whole life through the lens of two turntables and a USB stick. Do you hear what I'm saying? And that's finding a way of empowering young people. I'm just 100% in line with that, and that's what Popeyes have been able to do. I want to shout out to all youth leaders. You will know and understand the most difficult thing about working in a youth club is sorting out food orders, because if you get it wrong, it's a disaster. So exams have just finished. So I reckon maybe between 30 to 50 kids. Are you all right, mate? I need to feed 50 teenagers. I think if we get 55 classic chicken sandwiches, 150 tenders, 30 hot wings, and then can you just throw in a spread of dips, please? We'll see how it goes. This kind of little car park area, it might appear as nothing, but it means a lot to me because this building over here is the first place that I had drum lessons. Kingsmead School, my mum would bring me on a Saturday morning to learn drums, and there was a woman called Michelle who was my first ever drum teacher. With Michelle, I passed my grade 3 exam, and when Ezra won the Mercury Prize, I got the most precious message, and it was like, I always knew you had drums in you, I always knew you were gonna achieve a lot. Love, Michelle. And that just meant so much because I didn't think she would remember me. I was like 8 years old at this time, do you know what I'm saying? This cinema is where Jubilee Church meets, which is where I started playing the drums. Playing my first pub gig with Ezra Collective wasn't maybe as nerve-wracking as it might have been because I'd been playing in church since I was about 4 or 5 years old. Jubilee Youth is born out of Jubilee Church, and I get the opportunity to teach lots of kids drums and stuff. And my church still meets there, and I'm still there every single Sunday. My involvement with Jubilee Youth Club is I was one of the kids in the youth club. I grew up in this youth club. Everything I've achieved and have is because someone inspired me when I was their age. 2-3 years into university, I was like, I want to go back and help out. I've been here ever since. I never really left. A lot of people ask me, like, why are you so passionate about youth clubs? I truly believe between schools and youth clubs, you can fix every issue in society because I can control it one-to-one. And if we all had that mindset, you might have a society which is rid of a lot of poisonous ways of thinking because you could pour into them and help change the course of where they may end up. It's given me the deepest sense of purpose. Every day is intentional. I wake up, I've always got something to do. Like, go and pick up Josh from school today, he just finished his A-levels. Respect. Onal's got a race, we're gonna go and watch her do her race. That's all these kids need, fam. A text message from a 16-year-old boy saying, I had a good day at school today, when you know he's been struggling for 4 years and you've been walking him through the whole process. That's like 1 billion BRIT Awards and 50 million Grammys. Ezra Collective is incredible. What a great thing to be a part of. I played the Sydney Opera House the other day with my best mates. Dream come true. But one day, it might not be that narrative. One day I might put an album out, no one cares. And that's okay. Do you know why? Because Anal's got her race and I'm gonna watch her instead. And I've got a call in and I'm living it out. That's how I feel about all of this. When I found out Popeyes were able to help donate some musical equipment to the youth club, I'm just like, thank you, thank you, thank you. We have a whole league of great drummers, keys players, guitarists, singers, but we don't have any DJ equipment. Once you have it, it's like fertile ground. Kid will walk in and one will look straight at the PlayStation, one will look straight at the table tennis, but the one that looks straight at the DJ decks, you say to her, come over here. This is how you DJ. And one day, you'll buy a ticket to Glastonbury, and at 3 o'clock in the morning, it'll be that girl DJing. And that is worth 1 million headline Glastonbury slots.
This is Amanda from Jubilee Youth Club, and she's gonna sing us out tonight, Glastonbury.
When I first joined Jubilee Youth, I wasn't really into like music as much. And that's when I started playing more instruments. I started singing and stuff like that.
I'm really excited about the DJ equipment. I think it's gonna inspire all of us to continue to pursue music.
I actually do like watching DJs like mix music. Like, exams are over, summer, so it's like perfect timing to like actually learn it, I think, yeah.
Femi was my first drum teacher. So I've been playing since I was about 6. Since then, I play drums in school, I do a lot, and it's like, I love it, so.
Femi is just a great inspiration, not only for music, but for absolutely everything that he does. And I think that's something that you see him put his heart into, and I feel like that's what inspires me as someone who also plays an instrument to do the same.
When a big win happens, you might be in the moment, go raving, dancing, eating, whatever you might want to do. But nothing consecrates a win more than being able to come back to the community that helped build it up and contribute to it the most. I remember we won a BRIT Award and it was a Saturday night. Sunday morning, I was with the kids in the youth club. That's what made it a real win, do you know what I'm saying? When you have one of the kids like, yo, Fems, I saw your telly, man. You did your thing, your jacket was hard. And I'm like, thank you, man. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the vibe, really.